Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Managersim episode 52. Now, I have to put my hand up here. The season has caught me. Wasn't expecting to record the episode tonight, but as I was just quickly checking my side, I realised that the international games are about to start, and I did promise that the next episode, which is this one, 52, will be talking about the international campaign for all the sides. Sadly, my Elfsborg side isn't one of them. And also an update on the league. When we last left the league, 3 games have been played. Now 8 games have been played, and this is what the league table looks like after 8 games. No real big shocks, really, of what's been going on. As you can see, Fritz's Kalmar are still top of the table. Mike's Helsingborg are second. Third is Hammarby, which is managed obviously by Burnham. Just had to double check then. Orebro are fourth, Morton's side. Yeah, I should know this by now. Malmo fifth, Halmstad, and then going down to the bottom 2, which is Norrköping, which are the new Kalmar in some ways. And then AIK, and you can see the influence AIK had when Fritz was the manager. When Fritz was the manager of AIK, they were league champions, and now they could be relegated or in the relegation zone. This could be probably the first time I've ever seen a champion side go from one extreme to the other. But I'm not surprised, even though the ARK are literally the same side that Fritz had, because they're not managed by a human anymore. They actually are managed by an AI, not even an AI bot. You can see they are struggling. Talk about struggling, of course, my Elfsborg side has been struggling recently. When we left them after just 3 games, they were second to bottom with just 1 drawn game and 2 defeats. We've now won 2. I'll go back to a surprise win in a minute, and then we also drawn another game and lost 2. So we're having a bit of a strange season start already. As you can see, our goal difference is pretty shocking, -6. Not as bad as Doughnut, who's even worse than us. But at least we've actually scored 2 goals this time in the league, so that's good. The surprise was a surprise win over a certain big side, and I'll keep you under suspense for a second. Shall I let you know who I beat 1-0 to my shock? Well, yeah, of course he did play some reserves, and he did complain that his side were going into the Champions League group stages, but it was still a shock. And I didn't expect to beat them, and it was away as well. And he sent me a message on Facebook saying why the side lost. Yeah, I can see why they did lose, but I still won, and I'm going to take that win no matter what. And that win was over Helsingborg, and I had to be quite happy with that result. It was a shock. It was a complete utter shock. And to be fair, this is what happens sometimes when Mike was forced to play a half reserve side, because he was in important Champions League, and we'll get to the internationals in a minute. It was, let me see if I can find it. It was this game here. And we were also away, to my shock. It was still a very tight game. We scored with just 5 minutes to go. Mike had a sending off, but to be fair, the sending off was in the 85th minute. And also, we lost our top striker after just 18 minutes. But no matter what side Mike put out, they were still very competitive, and we won 1-0. And I'm still very shocked by that. So that's probably my biggest result I've had since I've become Elfsborg's manager, especially with this season being pretty awful one at the moment. But there you go. So how's my fixtures been? Well, basically, I have been picking up form. I've only lost 1 game in the last 4, which is good for me. And we beat Helsingborg. Obviously, we beat Helsingborg 1-0. We drew home to Orebro. We lost to Halmstad, but only just 1-0, even though they deserve it, to be honest. And then we beat, the other win was against Djurgården, who weren't managed by a human, and we beat them 1-0, even though this new formation seems to be a lot more stricter for the other sides. We're not creating many chances. So my players are still underperforming. If we just have a quick look at my squad, I've still got a pretty big squad, but I'm trying to cut that down a bit now. It's down to under 40 now, so that's good. We've still got a very good amount of players there, but I'm trying to thin it out a bit more. We're very healthy money-wise. We're pretty healthy wage-wise. The board are very forgiving this season. They don't want me to finish bottom, so they've seen sense this season. So hopefully I can stay around. But again, what I said in the last episode 51 is that if I do finish in the bottom two, I will be moving on. But we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, let's go to Europe. I'll just make sure a couple of things are working. Yep, you're still seeing what I'm seeing. Good. We're going to Europe and Champions League. We'll go to qualifying 3 first, because even though I'm not in Europe, I want to tell you how the other sides get on, because we did very well in Europe last season with Malmo winning the UEFA Cup. And Malmo are back in UEFA Cup, by the way. They didn't get into the Champions League. So VF under Andy have qualified. They are into round 1, so that's great news. And they will join Managersim AIK, who are in a pretty tough group with Lyon and Foggia. And then VF are with Crusaders of Ireland, then Catanzaro of Italy and Tampere of Finland. So they might get through that. I don't know. Crusaders, Catalonia have got a manager. Catanzaro have got a manager, and Tampere should be okay. They're not too bad actually. They're quite strong. It's going to be interesting for Andy at VF. Now the interesting thing here is, and Mike told me this, Mike's main side are Milan, the best side of the game world by quite a long way, who are the current Champions League holders for the past 5 years, isn't it? 5-6 years. His Helsingborg side are in the same group, so Mike will have to face Mike, and obviously the rules of Football Manager there, of the rules of Managersim is he will play, both sides will play their strong sides. I'm sure of it. But we'll keep a close eye on that, see what happens. We now go to UEFA Cup. Oh, Toto Cup, sorry. Toto Cup was the one that started it all. And big congratulations to Orebro under Morton and Malmo under K. Both won the Toto finals, K for the second year running. And they both qualify now into UEFA Cup, where Malmo face Chivrio. Oh, that is a tough round 1, actually. That is a tough round 1 to the holders. So, against a top Italian side, that's going to be interesting. I hope K can get through that and win that one. But that is tough. I think Chivio, where did they finish? Oh, crikey. Have you just spotted what I've just spotted? If not, I'll highlight it for you. There you go. The finalists of the UEFA Cup from last season meet in round 1 this season. Wow. That's rare. Oh well, you can see how tough that's going to be. Good luck, Kay. Trelleborg are away against Dukla in the Czech Republic. And yeah, they should be alright with that, because they've got Dukla got a very small side. Burnham's Parnaby are against VAC. What a great name, VAC, at Hungary. Yeah, and again they've got a very small side. That's one thing we've noticed, Burnham, is that we are watching this. A lot of the AI sides should be making bids for loanies. And when they've got small squads, such as this is a prime example, VAC have got 19 players. You would think they'd be a bit more active on the transfer market, unless they're really, really in debt. Even a lot of loanies, a lot of us human players will put out a lot of our decent players on loan, and we're getting no bids. Why don't sides like VAC with just 19 players make bids for them? Even if they say no, at least they're making bids. Bear that in mind. Orebro, anyway. Let's go back. Orebro under Morton are home to Ulm in Germany, first division side. So yeah, they've got 23 players, but they're not amazing. They're decent, but not amazing. So I think Orebro should win that one. And Gothenburg under Mikel, he still never told me, is under the Russian side Spartak Moscow, And yeah, again, a small side, and I think they should win it, and fitness problems as well. So I see majority of the Swedish sides to get through that first round. Okay, that is one hell of a tough game against. So the UEFA Cup final of last season is the first round of this season. That's tough. Anyway, we'll go back to Sweden. So that's the again, that's the current status. The next fixtures coming up will be actually they've just gone. My side, my Elfsborg side, drew 0-0 to Örebro. Kalmar, the league winners. They probably will be league winners. Beat Gothenburg away. Not many goals in this round of fixtures. Halmstad only drew against Djurgården. Trelleborg just beat Örebro. That's interesting. Örebro are the people have been hitting Örebro, scoring goals constantly against them. AIK lost to Hammarby, and Norrköping only just lost to Helsingborg 1-0. But again, I think Mike's been playing reserves or something on there, or getting ready for the quarterfinals. As you can see, the cup quarterfinals is this tick coming. Trelleborg against Elfsborg. Oh, I forgot. I'm in the next game. I've got to check my side out. I'll do that off stream to make sure we're in Trelleborg. We're still in the quarterfinals because, of course, we got knocked out round 1 last season. I forgot completely that we're still in it. And then we got. So you can see why I think Mike's played the reserves in that game, because he's got a cup game against against Fritz. So it's 2 against 1 there in the cup, and then the Champions League starts for Helsingborg, VF, and AIK, and UEFA Cup for the others. So obviously in a few days' time we'll tell you what's happened on all these games. But again, good luck especially to K. That was a tough game. Now, as you may or may not know, I'm doing a Twitch series at the moment with being Oxford United's boss, which is going okay. Not brilliantly, but not badly. What I'm going to do as from today is I'm moving my Oxford United Twitch stream to YouTube, and I will start from scratch again, and they'll be recorded instead of being live. Hold on, just flick to my channel so you can see what I mean. So obviously it's going to be moved over to this channel here, which you can see in a minute. There you go. So it will be called From the Manor to Glory. The Manor is the Oxford United old old stadium name. We don't mention the other name for various reasons, which I will go in the episode. So basically there will be up to 30-minute episodes of me trying to lead Oxford United up to the Premier League. I've been using various different formations on Twitch, some successful, some not successful, and yeah, it should be a whole lot of fun. So again, I'll let you know on the Facebook group if you want when the episodes are released. The first one will be done in the next few days, and it'll probably be the exception to the rule. It'll probably be longer than 30 minutes because we're doing an introduction to the episode and the game also, if you haven't seen Football Manager 20 yet. And it should be great fun. So what's happening to my Twitch streams? Well, the Twitch streams will instead be leading a level 10 English side. Now, level 10 is the lowest you can basically have competitive football at. And a friend of mine is building a Football Manager editor database of all sides going down to level 10. Level 10, yeah, is very low down. Let's just put it this way. Premier League, where Man United Liverpool is level 1. And then you go all the way down, like Oxford basically are in level 3. And then League 2, and then the top non-league, where the national conference is, Nation Valderrama Conference, that is level 1, 2, 3, 4, level 5. And we're starting on level 10. So basically that means my level 10 side will have to have 10 constant promotions to get to the Premier League, and that won't happen. So it's going to be a long campaign and a fun campaign. I will be managing probably a local side. I don't know which side yet, and we'll do that will start when the database for level 10 has been created. So bear in mind of that on my Twitch channel. If you just go to twitch.tv and then Doughnut, you'll find me there. I'm sure one of the guys can post a link. I think Dave has in the Facebook group of my Twitch streams. So on Twitch it'll be this level 10 side going up from level 10 up to somewhere, hopefully. And I'm calling that series from minor to major. So from minor leagues to major leagues. I thought it was pretty catchy. So again, the Twitch series will now be this level 10 side when the database has been created. So it might not be for a few days yet. But in the meantime, I will start a new YouTube episode series from the Manor to Glory, which will me manage Oxford United up to hopefully the Premier League. And if I get up to the Premier League and I get a top job offer from Liverpool, Man United or something, then I might take it. It depends. I don't know. I'm just thinking here. I've got to get that up that league first, and then we'll see how it goes. So yeah, a new YouTube episode series which will be recorded, not live, unless it's a very special circumstance. Then I might even do a YouTube live recording for the first time in a long time. But it'll be a YouTube episode series called From the Manor to Glory, which is Oxford United. And then on the Twitch series, it'll be From Minor to Major, which is my level 10 local side, going up the leagues. And if you've never seen a level 10 database on Football Manager, it's worth watching, because you're paying wages of, say, £5 or something stupid. Or even none, or not enough on your, not enough wages, or your wage budget might be something like £120. The crowds are like 3 men and a dog. It is brilliant, it is so good, and I'm looking forward to that database being released. But anyway, that's enough for me today. So thanks very much for watching this episode 52. Good luck to Kay and Malmo in your very tough UEFA Cup first round, and good luck to all the other sides in Europe as well. And I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.